And they are strong allegations, charges of bullying, racism, and harassment by some students against other students at Amity Regional High School. Tonight, some of the victims and their families speaking out at a public comment session during a Board of Education meeting. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Patricia Del Rio was there and has more.
It was an emotional public comment session, students and parents sharing stories of racism and bullying. The Board of Ed got quite the earful, and all who spoke demanding change.
I've come here today to talk about Amity High School's toxic and racist environment.
In 8th grade, I started to report every time an incident like this happened. I hoped things would change for the better. I was wrong. Instead, the principal called me a disappointment to the school for constantly coming to the office and reporting these incidents.
One by one, they came tonight, students telling the Board of Ed their stories of being bullied for their race, sexual identity, or other reasons. Parents spoke out too.
How could we have this conversation when I'm looking around this room right now? To be honest, you guys all look the same color.
They say this has been a long-standing problem at Amity High School, but has more recently come to a head after a video was shown during Black History Month of rapper Kanye West arguing observance of it does more harm than good. There was no counterpoint offered, and students began an outpouring of complaints of racism that they say went unanswered by the school.
Over the last month, I've heard several individuals who have been targeted by hate speech, many of which have gone to administration and many of which have been ignored.
At the close of comments, the superintendent said she heard their concerns and will work to do better.
I'm really grateful for this evening and the opportunity to hear the perspectives and experiences that were presented here this evening, and will continue to listen. We don't disagree with the suggestions for change that were presented this evening and are fully committed to taking the steps to continue to create the positive, tolerant, and supportive environment.
It remains unclear what concrete and substantive change will come from the Board of Ed as a result of what they heard tonight at this session. Parents and students telling Eyewitness News they are hopeful but cautiously optimistic given what they call a disappointing history here. In Orange, Patricia Del Rio, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.